I'm Olivia Dekker. So glad to have you with us. 2 sets down, and women's singles is next, featuring 2 Olympic gold medalists, Venus Williams and Monica Puig. The Breakers started 0-3, and we're looking for some magic. They signed 2 new players, Austin Krajicek and Gabby Dabrowski, to play all 3 double sets, and they swept the Vegas Rollers in their first match. Every team just gets 5 days off during this whole regular season, and Orlando comes in today playing their 3rd match in 3 days. It's your 15th season of World Team Tennis. What keeps bringing you back? And the timing of this season is pretty perfect, getting everyone back into tennis shape right before the tour resumes. What are you hoping to get out of this 3 weeks? Well, you hit a lot of balls on the rise, making Danielle play a lot of defense. Was that a part of your game plan at all, or your scouting report?
NC State could almost taste a Death Valley victory, and what an upset it would have been, beating an undefeated and reigning conference champion Clemson on the road in overtime. So close. Corey McCartney is our ACC digital correspondent. He's here to tell us what's next for the Wolfpack.
We're happy you're joining us today. We have 4 games. Bring on the coffee. We got a long day. I'll be joined throughout the day with Christy Winters-Scott and Vera Jones. When I was talking to Braxton Miller, she was quick to remind me, well, yeah, but the one before the January meeting was close. Yeah. What are they going to have to do to keep up with Maryland's pace? Doing the math, that means, who cares?
It'll be a tie.
Christy, we were talking about the last meeting between these two. Maryland did it all inside. They had 60 points in the paint. Today they brought it outside, led by a terrific performance from sophomore Taylor Meixell. So I'm with the Big Ten's leading scorer, Arella Garantes. First of all, that game was a different game in that 4th quarter, so I want you to first take me there. You had 23.7 rebounds against the Hoosiers. So as you look back at that game and you watch the tape, now that you know you're playing them, what are you going to try to repeat from your game? You pride yourselves on your blocks. You had 7 for the game, 6 in the first half alone. What were you seeing on the court in the first half? You had a double-double, your 8th of the season. Why is your game so complete this season for your final year? Who are those particular teammates who really lift you up and who encourage you throughout the game, especially in tough times personally? 5 of you finish in double-digit scoring. Everyone gets some. How does that work? How do you guys plan for that? We know it was tied at half. Rutgers down 3 going into the 4th, and then that 14-0 run.
Yes.
Was most of that like what you just said, just the points off turnovers and maybe dialing up the defense, or was there more to it? Indiana beat them in December by 10, and Arella Garantes went off in that one. When does she not go off in a big game? But Indiana's defense is so good. They hold opponents to 59 points per game. Well, it's fun to take that pen and cross another one off the bracket. We go into 2 more games for the rest of the day. But first, let's get it back to Mike Hall and Sean Morris in Chicago.